Hello everyone and welcome back to Insight Bear. Today, I've got some exciting things to share with you. We're diving into the fascinating world of Qatar, a land of unimaginable wealth, audacious dreams, and a knack for hosting the grandest of events. Known to many of us as the host of the FIFA World Cup 2022, Qatar's ambition goes far beyond the soccer field. But we'll save the soccer talk for another day. For now, let's focus on the culture, geography, and history of this dazzling country. Qatar doesn't just dream, it dreams big. Hosting the 2022 World Cup was a whopping $200 billion endeavor, a revolutionary step for a nation that had never before qualified for the tournament. This move was part of Qatar's grand plan to become a global sports hub, attracting the world's strongest teams and biggest events. To tackle the notorious Qatari heat, they committed to building 12 new stadiums equipped with state-of-the-art cooling technology. The Khalifa International Stadium in Doha, seating 4,000, was the first to flaunt this tech. Don't let the modest seating fool you. Inside, it's a high-tech marvel, complete with the finest grass money can buy, and it's not even the most expensive stadium Qatar built for the event. Qatar is no tropical paradise. It's hot, dry, and mostly desert, with summer temperatures soaring between 45–50 degrees Celsius. Natural waterways? A luxury they can't afford. Drinking water comes from desalinated seawater. Sandstorms and dust storms are more common than a rainy day. Qatar is small, covering just 1,181 square kilometers, about the size of Vietnam's Thanh Hoa province. Its population is around 2.8 million, similar to Binh Duong province. Despite its size, Qatar boasts one of the highest per capita incomes in the world. In 2021, it was $59140.3, placing it among the top 10 globally. Geographically, Qatar is in the Middle East, with a short land border with Saudi Arabia. Most travelers enter by air, given the tense dynamics with their larger neighbor. Qatar is flatter than a pancake, with its highest point a mere 103 meters above sea level, lower than many of its skyscrapers. Only 5% of the land is used for agriculture, mainly for growing dates. Fun fact, Qatar is one of only 4 places on Earth without forests. Qatar's gender ratio is one of the most skewed globally, with 3 men for every woman. This imbalance is due to the influx of male immigrant workers from less developed countries who come for manual labor jobs. Qatar has the highest concentration of millionaires and billionaires per capita. In Doha, you can't swing a cat without hitting someone with a 7-figure bank account. About 90% of the population lives in the capital. According to the Boston Consulting Group, over 14% of Qatar's population has at least $1 million in their accounts. Life in Qatar is luxurious from birth. Citizens enjoy free health care, education, and utilities. Monthly bills, taxes, those are worries for other countries. Most Qataris don't do mundane chores. They have domestic helpers. Heavy labor is handled by foreign workers. When they travel, it's often with Qatar Airways, one of the world's top airlines. Doha is a shopper's paradise with tax-free goods in gleaming malls. Luxury cars and yachts are as common as taxis in other cities. A Mercedes, BMW, or Audi is just an average ride here. To really show off, you need a limited edition supercar. Can't find one? Just cover a regular car in gold for fun. How did Qatar get so rich? Qatar was once one of the poorest countries in the Middle East. For much of the 20th century, it was a barren land where people lived off pearl diving and camel herding. It lagged behind its neighbor Saudi Arabia in discovering and exploiting oil. Qatar found oil in 1939, but it wasn't until the 1950s that it began to build its infrastructure. By 1971, Qatar had become an oil power. Oil and natural gas form the backbone of its economy, accounting for over 70% of total revenue. Qatar has the 3rd largest natural gas reserves and is the 2nd largest natural gas producer globally. To avoid over-reliance on oil and gas, Qatar diversified its economy, investing hundreds of billions of dollars worldwide. It owns stakes in major global businesses, including banks and car manufacturers, and famously bought the Paris Saint-Germain football club. Why do wealthy Middle Eastern countries import sand? Because not all sand is created equal. Construction requires sand with specific grain sizes and textures. Desert sand is too fine and smooth, and beach sand contains corrosive salts. Hence, they import the right kind of sand for their building needs. Camel racing is a popular sport in Qatar. Once ridden by young jockeys, the camels are now guided by robots due to safety concerns. These robots, controlled remotely, whip the camels into high speeds. Qatar is one of the world's safest countries, with low crime rates and minimal natural disasters. The chance of an earthquake is a mere 0.1%. And gas prices? They're so low that filling your tank feels like buying bottled water. With cheap gas, renting a high-powered vehicle to explore Qatar is a must. Qatar is a country of bold ideas and immense wealth, hosting the FIFA World Cup 2022 and teeming with millionaires and billionaires. If you were born and raised in Qatar, you might just be a millionaire too. Thanks for joining us on this journey. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.